People are always out to get and demonize Steven for his explicit steroid use, overuse.
Hey Rachel, how was work today? Stop Snapchatting boys.
I'm not Snapchatting boys. What boys do you know that I would Snapchat? I'm gonna go inside. Can I pay you to go inside?
How was work?
Can I pay you to leave me alone?
Rachel, is that Wawa? Have you been cheating on the diet?
What? Look who it is. Where are my dogs? Come here. I want my kisses. He didn't get my kisses.
Hello, it is currently 2:33 on this fine afternoon. So I just woke up like 2 hours ago and I had I had 2 waffles, but a ton of syrup on them. Just really went ham. But when you think about it, I don't know. Before you work out, there's like a few things you gotta keep in mind. You gotta get some quick carbs in, or you're gonna be depressed the whole time. You're gonna be really sluggish and you're gonna get nothing done. And you gotta have some protein. So I feel like a couple waffles it's a good thing. That's sour.
What's up, team?
We're coming
As
back
team leader.
As team leader. We're coming back with quick little tips that helped us when we started lifting to achieve reasonable muscular development.
Yeah.
And it's not easy when you start, but how long have you been lifting?
I've been lifting for 6 years.
I've been lifting for 4, at least 4.
Okay.
And these are very practical, very easy to follow tips that I wish I would have known when I started.
Basic exercises.
Compound lifts,
Compound lifts.
the bench, the
Bench, squat, deadlift. You cannot go wrong with those 3
throw in
lifts.
the overhead press.
Maybe overhead press,
Maybe.
maybe some incline dumbbell work, and maybe some front squats.
Right, and track your diet. When I started using an app called MyFitnessPal, and it was a way that I could scan barcodes. It was super easy to tell me exactly what I was eating, exactly how to get to where I wanted to go and how to lose weight. And it kept almost like a high score for me. Every morning I wanted to eat a little more, eat a little less, and I kept seeing progress because I was tracking it. So that's very valuable. Track your diet.
And much like tracking your diet, I would say that it's very important to track your progress through pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So taking a picture of yourself, not every week because you're not really going to see changes on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis or maybe bi-weekly basis, you could take your pictures and see what progress is being made, see what regions you want to improve on.
And where this comes in to help is you don't always see progress every day, but if you take a picture, say 3 months ago and go look back at it, you're gonna see progress. And with progress in the gym kind of comes an addiction. You love seeing progress. Who doesn't like losing weight? Who doesn't like building more muscle? And every time you look back, you're gonna be encouraged by yourself and you say, hey, I'm making progress, I wanna keep doing it. Because I believe where people fall short the most is they get discouraged in the gym and they don't come back.
So don't get discouraged is the 4th point. I would also say develop good role models to look at and find those people on Instagram that influence you to get after it in the gym. Maybe they're there for motivational support. Maybe they're there because they have a similar body type to yours and you want to look like them someday. Maybe they're there because they, lift a weight that you want to be able to lift one day. So find those people that motivate you. They don't have to be the most popular people, but the people that you look to for inspiration.
A problem with that may come in is don't always compare yourself to them either. Most fitness models do a lot of photo editing. They do a lot of Photoshop.
Steven's home gym.
Steven's home gym. It becomes an unhealthy comparison. And hey, comparison, the thief of joy.
Comparison is the thief of joy. That's out of the Bible.
Right, and if you wake up every morning and see John Doe shredded every morning, he's not shredded every morning. These are the same pics. They can be from a time where he was on a cycle, where he was on juice. All these photos are expertly edited and professionally photographed. So just because you don't look exactly like them, to have a role model is to keep you back in the gym, not always to compare yourself to their physique, because genetics come into play, steroids,
diet,
they might be
time of year,
they might be off water for the last 8 hours. These are all studio photographed people, and that comes a lot of comparison.
I would say for the 7th point, pick and choose your supplements wisely. There's a lot. There's a lot of baloney supplements that are out there. The ones that I use are protein powder, a pre-workout, and for my pre-workout I'm looking for 3 ingredients: caffeine, beta-alanine, and L-citrulline. Those are the 3 ingredients. And finally creatine. Those are the only 3 supplements that I really touch. because those are the only ones that have been clinically proven to actually do something.
And what happened with me when I started was I would rely on these supplements, and I wanted to have the supplement my favorite fitness influencer was using, and I would always buy what he was selling. And that is absolute baloney, because what he's eating is the equivalent of just having like a hamburger.
Yeah.
Close enough. You don't need to spend $30 on whey protein that's promising gains.
Yeah.
I haven't been on protein or supplements. I've taken pre-workout recently, but I've been off protein powder for probably 2 years now, and I've gotten bigger. It all comes down to your diet, if you're getting those macros in.
Real food always trumps supplementation.
Right.
You can get the same amount of creatine from a nice steak that you could from a On Nutrition bottle of creatine powder.
Right.
There are real food alternatives, and your body's bioavailability to digest and absorb those nutrients from real food is going to be so much more elevated than you would be able to if you ingested that supplement in its raw form.
To conclude, definitely don't take our fat burners.
Fat burners are definitely a lie.
They are a lie.
They are mostly just caffeine and what else is niacin is in them. It makes you give a tingly feeling, which makes you feel like the supplement's doing something, but it does nothing.
All the fat burner does is stop your hunger for like 4 hours, which is unhealthy because you need to eat. My uncle with a comb over takes fat burners.
Yeah.
And in conclusion,
Don't be an uncle with it.
don't be an uncle with a comb over.
Another supplement that is absolutely garbage on the market
Hair growth.
is anabolic supplements, and they're labeled that as muscle building supplements, and they tout all of these like clinical trials that have proven the supplements effectiveness and everything like that. But really, those supplements, if you actually look at those clinical trials and look at like what the studies suggested, really they only contribute to about like 0.2 to 0.6 pounds of muscle gained over the course of like 4 months of use, which if you're paying like $400+ for those 4 months worth of use, really you're gonna get so much more effective results if you just increase your sleep by 30 minutes every night. Like that's...
And to conclude, the best diet is the one that you're gonna love. You don't have to kill yourself. You don't have to beat yourself up over having some dessert.
Yeah.
Don't let it slow your progress.
Yeah.
Have it once. You can enjoy the weekend, enjoy your life. It's a lifestyle.
Same is true with training. You don't always have to be crushing PRs. You don't always have to be getting the biggest lifts. You need to enjoy the journey that you're on, not necessarily the destination that you're looking for.
Profound.
Thank you.
Hey, dude, we killed that.
We did.
We did a good job.
We really did.
We did.
I crushed.
What's up, everyone? So, welcome back to the classroom.
We get a lot of questions. I wouldn't say questions, more like comments / insults about steroid use,
Heckles,
performance-enhancing
hates.
drugs. People are always out to get and demonize Steven for his explicit steroid use, overuse,
He's
overconsumption.